Guys, I want to know what the hardest country in Africa is to argue.
When you're talking about the hardest country to argue with, I think you can start with Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, Uganda. You can just name them. But when we are talking about a country which is impossible to argue and win, that's where the great mighty Republic of Kenya comes in. If you ever win an argument against Kenyans and they apologize to you, then you deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. You deserve to be put among the Guinness Book of Records, because that's something which has never happened. It's among the 7 wonders of the world. And for Kenyans, it's not like we don't like to apologize because we are arrogant or rude. No, it's because most of the time we are right. And you can't apologize when you are right. The last Kenyan to surrender and apologize was in the year 1529. According to the sources, it says that the man collapsed immediately and he died. Because for us Kenyans, our DNA is not programmed to accept defeat and apologize. Like, the program cannot detect that command of saying sorry. So anytime you say sorry, you may even have a heart attack. So if you give Kenyans 2 options, either to apologize or to sweep the road from Cairo in Egypt up to Johannesburg in South Africa, I think we rather sweep, because after all the road is dirty, rather than apologizing to somebody. So if there is anybody who is planning to start an argument with Kenyans and win, I think all we have to tell you is that that is a fantasy. That's a dream, and you need to wake up as soon as possible, because it can never happen. It has never happened, and it will never happen. In Kenya, when we are arguing, it's better we close everything. We stop doing everything. All the government meetings stop. We close our port in Mombasa. We close the international airport, and we come for you, and we make you to apologize. We squeeze your neck until you confess even the things you have never done. You start even apologizing for being the cause of global warming. And the reason as to why it's hard to win an argument with Kenyans is that they are intelligent. So when they are arguing with you, they argue with you, backing up the arguments with data, tables, graphs, pie charts, name them. If they are insulting you, they bring the evidence of the insult. If it's for Nigeria, they will just tell you, hey, you're a stupid, I don't know, you look like what? But for Kenyans, we will just tell you, if wisdom was a crime, you and your entire country, you are innocent and you're free to go. Another reason why it's hard to win against Kenyans is that they are everywhere. You go to Facebook, you find they are there. You go to Instagram, you go to X, formerly Twitter, you come here on TikTok, everywhere. So you don't even know where you are supposed to defend yourself from, because the attacks are from everywhere. Another thing is that in Kenya, we don't have taboos. Like, even in your country, there are some things which nobody mentions. Like, there are things that you are not allowed to say because they are taboos. Now, as Kenyans, those are the things that we come for, and we turn them, we winnow them, we turn them upside and down. And that's why most countries in Africa are Kenya-phobic. That is the fear of being in an online war with Kenya. Only a few of them try to dare, and they eventually regret. Like, it's only in Kenya where the president and the deputy president have nicknames, and they know it, and they accepted it. Like, try that in your country at your own risk. And Kenyans, it's like they are attracted to violence. It's not that violence I'm talking about, like that one of fighting physically, like violence of, like, I don't want peace, I just want problems, always. That's what I'm talking about. Like, Kenyans are attracted to that. So anytime you try to trigger them, they're like, very nice. That's why I will advise everybody, all the countries, to be afraid of Kenya. Because actually, even I myself as a Kenyan, sometimes I am afraid of myself. Like, I can see something and I feel like it's funny, I laugh. But later on, when I think about it, I'm like, wait, am I really supposed to laugh at this? Like, Kenyans can make memes of even a coffin. And you're like, come on, how can you find something like this to be funny? Like, Kenyans can make fun of everything, including a dead person. So you are not safe from Kenyans even when you are dead, unless you've been buried. So whatever you are doing in your life, please make sure you don't find yourself in the way of Kenyans, because you will regret it. It may change you forever. It may even make you be depressed. So When you are constructing a sentence using the word Kenya, please think about it. Think twice. Another reason why it's hard to win against Kenyans is that, in other countries, the people who are arguing online are the normal people, like the idiots in the streets. But here in Kenya, it's everybody, even the doctors, the professors, the lawyers. That's why it's impossible to win against Kenyans. You may be arguing from your own country with a Kenyan, thinking you are arguing with an ordinary guy. You find that this is a member of parliament. You find that this is a whole professor, somebody who has written 5 books. And that's why I say that it's impossible to win an argument with Kenyans. So that's for all the countries to know that for Kenyans, they can never accept defeat and apologize to you, because in Kenya, those words of apologizing, they are not in our vocabulary. Like saying, I am sorry, kunradhi, samahani. Like those are the words, the moment you say, people know automatically you are a foreigner, because we don't use them here. Here in Kenya, people are like, iza. Kwani wewe hujui jokes? Ushakuwa serious. Kwani wewe umecatch feelings?